Hi everyone.
Hi.
This is Susan
And Joanna.
and we're going to go over movement prep for you.
Yay.
Joanna's going to do the work. I'm going to tell her what to do.
Yay.
So we're going to start with hip crossover. You're going to lay on your back with your knees up and bent, and you're going to start out with your lower back in contact with the mat, engaging your core. Bring your knees over to one side, just barely hovering over the floor. Or if that's a little bit too challenging, go ahead and let your knees hit the ground. And then come up, other side, keeping those knees off the ground, or you can go ahead and let them fall. Go ahead and do that 4 more times, making sure that lower back is in contact with the mat. What I like to do is inhale in the middle, exhale as I go to the side, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, keeping your shoulders on the floor as well. Good. 1 more each side, I think.
I think so.
I'm not good at counting. All right, and then flip over to your stomach where Joanna will do scorpion. So she'll be in a T position and her left leg is going to reach over to her right hand and you're going to squeeze that glute. That'll help you get a little bit further. Good. And then come back to middle. This is where you inhale. And then right leg to left hand. Good. Make sure through all these movements that you're engaging your core. Think about the ribs reaching down to your belly button. This one's a great stretch, right?
Yeah. Good for your upper back. Okay.
Is that 3?
I don't know.
I think that was 3.
Okay. 1 more?
Yeah. Because people at home are doing it along
Oh,
with you.
good. Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, exactly. Come to standing. And you'll do inchworm or hand walk.
Okay.
So inchworm, with that version, you're just doing your hands. You're walking your hands out into a plank. Stay here for 2 seconds, engaging your glutes. Good. And then walk back with your hands. So that's option 1. If you want to go option 2, you're also going to incorporate your feet. So come out with your hands, engage your glutes for 2 seconds, and then you're going to bring your toes, your feet up to your wrists, and you're just trying to use those ankles and not your hips and knees. Good job. Little baby steps. Not big steps, baby steps. Good. Then walking back with your hands. Hamstring stretch, good.
Okay.
Walk back out. How come you're getting the workout?
I know, we should switch midway.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Although I don't mind. Some of you at home probably can do this and touch the floor.
And if you feel any pressure on your lower back, it means that you need to engage your glutes more. I'm sorry, well, your glutes and your core in general. If your lower back starts hurting, it means that your lower back is trying to do the work because your core and glutes aren't helping out. says here in the book that you should feel a stretch in your hamstrings, lower back, glutes, and calves, and a burning in the fronts of your shins. Do you feel a burning in your shins?
I got everything you said but the shins.
Huh.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe you need to do smaller steps with just your ankles.
Okay.
Did you do your feet that time?
I lost track.
Just your ankles.
Okay.
See if you feel burning sensation.
Yes.
So if you feel burning, you're doing it right.
That's interesting.
Okay,
All right.
my turn.
Okay. Now
You can read notes too if you want to.
you're gonna do the inverted hamstring, which is a lot like Warrior 3 from yoga. So you will balance on your right foot with, or whichever, with perfect posture, tummy tight, shoulders back and down, and maintain that posture exactly. See if you can straighten that leg that's lifted. Yep.
And then
And
back.
then come back.
Do I stay on the same side?
Either way.
So it's probably easier if you switch sides.
'Cause you
Give each leg a little break.
You want to be a perfect T.
Ooh. Use that core for balance.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And make sure you try to avoid
Turn your foot. So
turning your foot
Yeah.
out like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want it straight down. Good.
Straight down.
Yep.
What should I be feeling?
You should be. How would I know that?
It's the last thing.
Okay, a stretch in your hamstrings.
I do. Hey, I'm doing it right.
And if you engage your glute, that helps.
Ah,
All right. One more.
I do.
Each
One
side.
more.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is
5 or 6 of those. Okay.
lateral lunge. Okay, and the purpose of this is to open up the muscles of your groin and hips. Okay.
So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
move over to my right side, being sure that this knee is behind my toe. So I'm putting weight in that heel
Squatting as low as possible.
and yeah, sticking my booty out like I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
touch it to the wall behind me, but
Flat.
not giving myself a overarched back.
Right. That looks good. Nice and flat back. You should feel a stretch inside your thigh.
I do.
Oh, good.
Yay. Am I doing it right with my hands? Am I supposed to
and-
like?
Yeah, I don't know that matters.
Okay.
Yeah. Squatting as low as possible, keeping your left leg straight and holding for 2 seconds is the key.
Okay. Hope you guys are having fun doing this with me.
How about one more each side?
Okay.
So you can be flatten your back a little. There, nice.
Bring your shoulders down. I have a tendency to shrug my shoulders up. Take them down. Flat back. Good.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
One more.
Okay, and then I'll go.
Okay.
All right, so this is forward lunge, forearm to instep. Okay, this is about flexibility in your hip, hamstring, lower back, torso, groin, hip flexors, and also quads. Okay,
Wow.
so you're taking a large step forward with your left leg.
Good. I did that.
Perfect. Place your hands. Use your right hand to support you.
So I'm putting my right hand
Mm-hmm.
here, my left arm, I'm bending at the elbow and I'm putting it up against my shin
Mm-hmm.
and pressing my elbow with my shin. And then
You're straightening the
I'm
legs.
going to straighten the leg for a hamstring stretch. Then coming back, right hand down,
Pressing.
left elbow into my shin is pushing back. That actually feels great on my groin. That's probably TMI, but oh well. And then hamstring stretch.
Beautiful.
Whew.
think I forget that part with your bent arm. I don't usually do that part.
Yeah, I think that gets at your groin a little bit more. It's going to help strengthen your adductors or the inside of your thighs. I'm going to switch sides. So now I have my right foot forward, my left hand down, and my right arm, my right elbow is going into my shin. Shin is pressing back. And then coming back for a hamstring stretch. Is my back supposed to be flat?
No, on the hamstring stretch, no, and doesn't even look like it for the other. So no, don't worry about that so much.
One more. Hopefully we're not going too fast through these. I don't think we are.
You can always pause the video.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Beautiful.
Are you next?
I'm next. Backwards lunge with a twist.
Okay, so Joanna is going to keep her right foot forward.
Okay.
Left foot is back. And bring your arms up into a T. The right hand is going to reach towards that left heel. Nope, going behind you.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yep. And then your left hand is reaching up towards the sky. So that requires a lot of balance. Come back to arms in a T and step forward with that left leg. Step back with your right. The left hand reaches back towards the left heel, the right heel, the right heel. And
where do we look?
You should look back at the heel. Good question.
Ooh, that makes it a little harder for the record.
Yeah. Reach that hand up to the sky, the right hand, good. Now, if this is too challenging for you, let me show a quick modification. If you need to start somewhere, go ahead and do a lunge with your left knee on the ground. Right foot forward, left knee on the ground, good. And then doing that same pose while on the ground. A little bit less balance, more of a stretch, right?
Right.
Okay. Why don't you keep going with the backward lunge? It says you should feel a stretch from your back leg through your core and lats.
Yep.
And a stretch of your hip flexors.
Yes.
And it's okay if she has a slight arch in her back. This arm, you want to be straight up towards the sky. Good. Step your right leg back. Nice. Keeping those ribs down towards your belly button. She was doing that already. I was just reminding you guys.
Totally was.
And when you're stepping out of that lunge to get to neutral position, you want to be sure to use your heel of the front foot
That gets your glute.
to come forward. Good.
Okay.
Okay, next up, drop lunge.
Okay.
So you are gonna cross your left foot.
Behind, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Left foot behind.
Like a curtsy.
Yes, it's a curtsy lunge. Thank you.
And then like that. Is that it?
Yeah, that is it. So you're supposed to move the foot about 2 feet to either side. Make sure that your toes on both feet are pointing straight forward. Your chest and tummy should be tight. and most of the weight should be on that front foot.
Okay. It's hard for me to get this back foot to go straight.
Be sure that you use in this, with that standing leg in front, that's the one that you're going to use to drive and bring that foot in the back
Forward.
to neutral. Yep. You should feel a stretch in your hips, glutes, and IT bands.
To think about that. Yeah.
She's doing it right.
Last one.
Okay.
Okay.
Next up, sumo squat to stand. So you're gonna hinge at the waist and grab your toes, bend your knees and go into a squat.
You might need to demonstrate this one because of my very tight
Good, okay.
hamstrings.
Well, this is good for people to see that, you know.
My heels have come up.
So Joanna's heels come up in this situation. Optimally, her feet are going to stay on the ground, so you're going to come back up to standing. And then actually you keep your hands on the toes the whole time. And what's going to help her is that she has her feet pointed externally, her toes pointed externally, so that's gonna help with her range of motion so that her heels don't have to come as much off the ground. You're just gonna keep doing squats. Good. We'll have you do one more and then I'll step in.
All right.
Okay. So
This is
If
what
you
it
have
should look like.
more range of motion, you're hinging at the hips,
Yep.
grabbing those toes, sitting back in your heels, in your booty, and then coming up to standing.
Nice. That looks good. And your back is nice and flat.
Still staying in a hinge, and then returning to a squat. Straightening those legs. Ideally, think about it, tearing the floor apart as you come up to standing.
Work on a flat back if you can when you're squatting. Your back looks great right there.
Okay,
All right.
that's it.
Yay!
Hope you enjoy movement prep.
Have fun.
Thanks, JoJo.
Thanks.